Hi. So, today's talk, okay, I'm going to really tell you the truth, and you'll find with most of my talks, it's all about the truth. That's how I am, and that's how I speak. But, okay, like if you're going to find yourself with people that are demoralizing you, what is going to happen to you is you're going to learn how to become helpless, and you're going to be paralyzed, and these people are going to keep you down, and you are going to learn to become a victim, and you're going to like make excuses. Oh, sure, I love him, like, I'll just stay with him, or I'm not doing well, and being around all these negative people, sure, it's the economy and blah blah blah, like, right? So just get out of that situation, get in around good people, strong people. Now what you'll find is when you're not all around all the negativity, what happens then is you're around positive people. Majority of people then don't have any savings, so you're going to start a fresh new page, and you're going to start saving, because you have to stop this living like, week from week. Your car breaks down, you don't have any money to fix it, you know just bills keep coming in, and you're just, you're never on top of yourself. You're always kind of just scraping by, I suppose, but God, my hair's all wet. I'm just out of the pool, so I am, but I wasn't swimming in there. I was that's actually a really beautiful lake. I'm not that erotic, but it'd be too cold, and you can actually see the swans on it. And the beauty about swans is, they pick. Oh, there's some of them now. Oh, look at it! Can you see them? Oh, they're great. They're only babies. So the beauty about them is they're fab. Is they, we say people are like animals, but they actually pick their life partner and they stay with them for life. So sometimes I do think animals actually live a better life than humans. But going back to this other issue here, you take in charge, like, don't feel that you've lost control, or take the steering wheel and take charge of your life, and start saving a few pounds. Like, it's only, you'll find when you start committing to things and you do it every week, you form a good habit. A habit actually takes 3 months to form, and you'll form a good habit, and you'll end up, then it'll be a natural second nature to you, whatever habit you choose. So pick good habits. Like, what happened to me is, like, I went out 1 week, spent $100. The following week I didn't go out. Now I'd reward myself. The following week I'd go out for dinner on the Sunday, only spend a tenner, and I saved a few pounds, and I went to Australia. Then I spent that money, and then I saved again, and then I bought myself a nice car. So it happens very slowly, in dribs and drabs. The reality is, like, most people, you'll notice if you do this for 5 years, you're going to notice a big change in your life, and then 10 years it's going to be, you're probably going to be way ahead of the game. And people just think it's all a quick fix, becoming wealthy or whatever, but it actually takes years. And if you look into anyone's lives, like Bill Gates or Warren Buffett actually was just preparing himself for 8 years, reading books before he took off. So that's the truth, that's the reality of it. It's not a quick scheme, life isn't like that, and you need to know that. The other thing is, like, for me, when I do these videos, it is about, like, for me, it's all I'm very person that I'll fight, I'll fight for justice, and I want fair equality for people, and people to live the good life. But when I look back, actually being a child, like when I was 12 and I was at school and that, I remember I was a bit actually like the swan, the ugly swan, the grey ugly swan as a child, and then manifested into a nice beautiful swan when I became 12, because I was probably in the popular group, hung out with all the country girls, really good looking girls, all good crack and all that, and I was strong and at that stage. I was very shy as a child, and then ended up being around people when I moved to school that were real talkative and became not as shy. But and I remember a girl in my class saying, "Oh, I was bullied at school," and her, for me, I remember being 12 and I'd be like, "No, there'd be no bullying going on in this class." And I was saying to her, and I shouted it out loud, "Don't be worrying, because I'll probably their heads will be bashed in if they decided to do any bullying." And no one actually was bullied in our class, and the strong people looked out for the weaker ones, and in that there was no bullying, there was no shit. And it's something actually, even when I used to talk to my brother, he used to say, "Oh, I used to do the same." He would pick the biggest guy who he knew was a bully, and he'd bar the shit out of him. Now, I'd only threaten, but he would actually. And he said, because he was very like that, justice. So when I talk, that is what I want to get across, is to be be true and talk about justice and stuff. And I did, even there's stories. I remember I was probably a bit of a rebel at school. We all had to wear these V-neck jumpers, and we had to wear a tie with them. And what happened was, what came in was round neck jumpers, but you had the option of wearing your V-neck if you wanted. So I always wore my V-neck when it was in with no tie, and they'd always be given out wear your tie. And then the round necks came in, and I didn't get a round neck. I got a V-neck and I put a tie on. And my teacher was like, my art teacher was like, "Kira, when you're told to do something, you do the opposite." So I always kind of went against the grain as a child, and I always was very inquisitive and wanted to always work towards justice. But like I'd get enraged when I see injustice. So that's something that fires me up. And the other thing is, I guess, like, it fires me up, that, and I think that's really all I have to say. I don't know anything else, but so when I'm talking, it is from a true place, and